So I'm going to just summarize three main laws of pharmacology, and then we'll talk about some specific drugs. The first one, this is true about all drugs, they only alter the rate of what's already going on. And that's kind of obvious in what we just talked about, because dopamine is activating this, drugs are activating this mesolimbic pathway. So in this case, drugs of abuse, among other things, are increasing the activity in this natural mesolimbic pathway. But that's always true. Drugs can't do anything new to the brain because they wouldn't, they have to act on the substrates that are already there. We'll talk about that some more. Every single drug has a side effect, and the reason for that is that drugs acting on these particular substrates, like the mesolimbic pathway and other pathways, in the case of the mesolimbic, for instance, dopamine is there, but dopamine is also in other areas, like areas that mediate movement and cognition. So all drugs that influence dopamine could influence pleasure and movement and cognition. Serotonin, we know of probably selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors for depression. Serotonin is involved not just in mood, like depression, but also in sleeping and in eating and in sexual behavior. So the side effects of SSRIs go to sleeping and eating and sex as well. So it's true that they all have side effects. And then the most important law or axiom is that, and the one I'm going to spend most time on, is that whatever a drug does that affects the brain, so if a drug is acting on the brain to change our thinking or our feeling or our behavior, the brain counteracts that drug. And it does that to maintain homeostasis. And that, especially that last point, leads to kind of the core of addiction.
Does someone you love suffer from drug addiction? Accidental drug overdoses are the #1 cause of unnatural deaths. Don't wait until it's too late. Call our 24/7 helpline at 1-800-648-6734. A caring addiction specialist is awaiting your call.